All right, so moving on to the final segment, I'll be sharing my WWE Bash in Berlin pay-per-view summary. So this will be my summary on the Bash in Berlin card that we saw a few nights ago in the world of sports entertainment inside the WWE world. So we saw the night kickoff with Cody Rhodes successfully retaining his WWE Championship against Kevin Owens. So this was a smart move by WWE to have Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens kick off the Bash in Berlin card, getting the Germany crowd fired up. They were into it from start to finish, and it was a great match. There were a lot of dramatic near falls. There were a lot of great spots. There were a lot of storytelling elements that went into this match with not only Cody Rhodes questioning himself what he needs to do to defeat his friend Kevin Owens. We've seen some storylines of developing of Kevin Owens not pulling the trigger on his hurt friend Cody Rhodes to capitalize and become a world champion once again in the WWE. We've seen Kevin Owens not capitalize and finish the deal against Cody Rhodes and possibly tease turning heel during the match and after the match when he hugged Cody Rhodes, showed some sportsmanship, and pushed the cameraman out of his face. But I have to say, Triple H and the rest of the WWE executives are going to have to think twice about this. I know Solo Sikoa said he was coming for the winner of Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. Have Solo Sikoa sit on the sidelines and feud with his cousin Roman Reigns and let this storyline cook. I think both respective wrestlers still have a lot to offer for this story. Kevin Owens turning heel and continuing this feud with Cody Rhodes, heading into Bad Blood for another WWE Championship match, should be the move for the Blue Brand for Friday Night SmackDown. Let's not think twice about this. Let's have Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns feud with each other while you have Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens feud for the WWE title, continuing this feud that has so much to offer. Now, let's go on to the next match. You've seen Bianca Belair and Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill regain the women's tag team titles, defeating the Unholy Union. Now, this match was a good tag team match, and I believe that this was the right decision of WWE letting Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill regain the women's tag team titles here. The only thing I would have to say is I think it's best for Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill to regain the titles and have the women's tag team titles at this moment because there's a lot of women heel teams in this women's tag team division. So this gives Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill a chance to go from Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown to feud with several tag teams right now in the WWE until one of them turn on each other. I think that's how this tag team title reign went, with one of them turning on each other, setting up for the dream match at WrestleMania 41 between Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. But for now, these respective women will be entering their second women's tag team title reign. Now, the next match you had CM Punk defeat Drew McIntyre in a strap match. Now, this was a really good strap match between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. The spots were really good in this match. And I like the way that Drew McIntyre, the WWE made Drew McIntyre, I would say, it made CM Punk look like he had to do a lot to defeat Drew McIntyre. And that speaks volumes for how well Drew McIntyre has been booked for 2024. I've already spoken about how good of a job Triple H and the executives have done a good job booking Drew McIntyre. So the fact that CM Punk had to hit not one, not two, not three, but four GTS's go to sleeps on Drew McIntyre to hit all four of the corners to win the strap match speaks volumes to how strong Drew McIntyre has been booked this year. But now, I'm happy for CM Punk. CM Punk is in the greatest shape I've seen him in his time with AEW. He looked like he was there, but he wasn't all the way there, and it wasn't looking like a CM Punk that you knew, man, he looks good. He was decent at best, but I'm happy, still in shape, still can wrestle, still can have good storylines, and still could give positives to the wrestling business. Now, this feud should end at Bad Blood. It's tied 1-1. I think these two respective wrestlers should leave it all on the line. And a third match for the trilogy match to happen at Bad Blood inside of a Hell in a Cell match. I'm looking forward to that. I think that's going to be the move. Now, the next match, you had Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest defeat Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio in a mixed tag team match. Now, I really believe that this was a fun mixed tag team match. All four respective wrestlers got to shine at some particular point during the match. In my opinion, Rhea Ripley was the MVP of this mixed tag team match. The interactions that she had, the in-ring chemistry that her and Liv Morgan had was displayed in this match. And not only was the great in-ring chemistry between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan displayed, the chemistry that her and Dominic Mysterio have were displayed in the ring, the interactions that they had. And let me just say, Dominic Mysterio is the greatest heel in the business. I'm talking WWE, AEW, TNA, Ring of Honor. Dominic Mysterio is the greatest heel in the business today. The man can just blink his eyes 3 times and get booed out of an arena. But as I digress, Rhea Ripley pinning Liv Morgan shows that those two respective women will continue the feud for the women's world title. And meanwhile, Damian Priest will continue to feud with the Judgment Day after he was banished. Him and Rhea Ripley were banished from the group at SummerSlam. I do believe we're going to see Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan for the women's world title at Bad Blood, and see Damian Priest versus Finn Balor at Bad Blood as well. Now, in the main event of this event at Bash in Berlin, you had Gunther successfully retain his World Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton. Just when you thought they weren't going to be able to top their King of the Ring Finals match a few months ago in the WWE between Gunther and Randy Orton, they did it. And this match was so much better at Bash in Berlin. Now, this match was so physical, so grueling. The physical spots and grueling spots during this match. You had the vicious power bomb that Gunther displayed on Randy Orton, with Randy Orton selling his back injury. You also had Randy Orton selling the chops that he was taking from Gunther on his chest and the back of his neck. And you also had Gunther selling for Randy Orton so hard that the man was bruised on his arm and took several back body drops on the announce table, going through the announce table, and on the steel steps. But I like the finish of how Gunther was booked, putting the Viper, the future Hall of Famer, the 14-time world champion Randy Orton to sleep in a sleeper hole in the middle of the ring, successfully retaining his World Heavyweight Championship. And Triple H has a good one in Gunther. Already displayed he could be a true champion, holding the UK champion, NXT UK title for 600 plus days, holding the Intercontinental Championship for 600 plus days. Gunther deserves to have a long World Heavyweight Championship reign. There's only 2 men that I could see dethroning him for the title. Ilya Dragunov and John Cena are the only 2 I could see defeating Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship at this time. The letter grade that this Bash in Berlin pay-per-view gets is an A. Start to finish, I was entertained. I am still on the fence about this five match format, as I got brain stuff for a second. 5-match format that Triple H has. I just think that he should add at least 6 to 7 matches on pay-per-view cards moving forward. I understand the gimmick of wanting to stack Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown before pay-per-views, but we got to see some mid-card title defenses. We got to see more women's title matches on pay-per-views. But other than that, I have no complaints for Bash in Berlin. I'm looking forward to the road to Bad Blood in October. But that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree, signing off. And I'll see you guys on next week's episode.